Senator Rennick.
Thank you, Acting Deputy Chair, and I rise to speak against this bill today. This is the third parliamentary week in a row that we have come to Canberra and the two major parties are trying to introduce laws that prevent free speech in this country.
Shame.
Now, I don't know about you, but I come down to Canberra to serve the people, not control people. And that's what this bill is all about. It is a political stunt, and it is a political stunt because the two major parties don't have any solutions to the real crisis in this country, which is the cost of living crisis, the energy crisis and the housing crisis. Instead, what they want to do is basically dog whistle about race in order to deflect from their own ineptitude at solving problems. We already have laws in this country that deal with violent acts and sedation. Okay? We do not need more laws in this country that target certain statements against certain groups on the basis of violence. Why? Because we already have these laws. What is the purpose of these laws if we already have laws against violence? Now, I note Senator Cash was at pains before to stress that this was only in regards to violent acts and not psychological acts. Well, I want to know why the Liberal Party think that it's necessary to bring in laws for violent acts when we already have laws for violent acts. And, of course, the only answer to that is that they want to dog whistle and play games with race when they should be focused on solutions. And here's the thing. How do you identify a hate symbol? You know, a hate symbol in someone, someone's terrorist is another person's freedom fighter. How do you actually identify what someone thinks about a certain particular ideology? Who's right and who's wrong? I mean, if these people, if you believe and you don't believe in what this person's point of view is, why can't you debate the person? Why do you want to gag that person? What is it that you're hiding? What is it that you're hiding? Is it because the two major parties lack the intellectual capacity to have a debate about these issues? And, of course, the answer to that is yes, they do. They are nothing but puppets on a string that have survived in these political parties for far too long by being nothing but obedience. And I'd like to reference my good friend in the House, the member for Hinkler, Keith Pitt, when he said he was not going to contest again, as he said, the whole idea of sticking to the script and discipline is actually nothing more than obedience. And that's what the Liberal Party— I can't speak for the Labor Party, even though it seems they're pretty much the same as the Liberal Party— it's all about obedience in their eyes. It's nothing about free thought, their capacity to have a rational debate and actually point the opposite point of view across and let the facts make the case. Let the facts make the case. I mean, look at the last week's hysteria over the bombs in a caravan. Senator Babbitt, please remind me the next time I decide to blow something up that I'll leave bombs in a caravan with a handwritten note that I'm going to do it and where I'm going to do it. I mean, this type of fear-mongering over allegations that somehow a couple of meth heads who'd be lucky to get their next find their next hit are somehow organising a terrorist plot is absolutely absurd. And while for a minute, I don't agree with the Prime Minister on many things, I think the attack on him and somehow that he's playing games with this is absolutely absurd. And that's what this bill is all about. It's a political stunt and it's going to circumvent free speech.
Thank you, Senator Rennick.
Authorised G. Rennick People First Chermside.